Howdy y'all, it's Larry. So, what a week this has been. Very exciting. Let's see, Saturday, my hernia popped out and would not go back in and became hard as a rock. So I'm like, oh joy, I have a strangulation. They're going to have to cut my guts out. So I called an ambulance out here, and as you know, I don't have an address. So they had to ping my phone to find out where I was. And they sent an ambulance, came and got me, took me to the hospital, and they said, I told them, you know, my history, and they said, well, we can't do a hernia surgery when you need heart surgery. Got to have the heart surgery first. So they loaded me up on drugs. By the way, fentanyl is awesome. Anyway, morphine didn't work, for the record. So they sent me to Tulsa, to St. John Hospital. The best hospital I've ever been to in my life. The place is amazing. It's like the people actually care. It was weird. You know, I'm not used to nurses that actually enjoy their jobs and stuff. I'm used to, you know, surly, trash in the road. Surly malcontents who don't want to be there. So it was quite shocking to me, but I liked it. So, hang on. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that loud bang can't be good. I'm gonna have to start going in the other way. So, I've been putting off the heart surgery forever because I don't want to do it. But I talked to one doctor there, and I don't know how he did it, but he convinced me. So I was like, okay, sign me up. So I was supposed to be getting operated on today. I was going to get quad bypass. According to them, I do not need a heart valve. My other one said I do. But I also have 2 full blockages now instead of 1 full and then a bunch of partials. So I've got 2 full and the rest are close. Anyway, since I'm on Medicaid and I'm in Oklahoma, but my Medicaid is from Indiana, I couldn't do it. So I had to cancel my surgery. So now I got to have it done in Indiana, which I don't want to do because the doctors I've dealt with there, except for my normal doctor, my family doctor, suck. I can't stand them. He's gonna whine me to death. So yeah, that's where I am now. So then, yesterday, Thanksgiving, my mom came out when I was in the hospital. So she came up to the hospital, hung out there, slept there for days. And yeah, so Wednesday we went out to eat at Western Sizzler in McAllister, and came out and, well, actually no, we went to Walmart. We went to Walmart after Western Sizzler, and came out and my front tire was flat. Joy. So I aired it back up and drove back home and checked it a couple times on the way home. Got back here, and about 15 minutes later, it was flat again. And I did have a spare on the roof, but mind you, that wasn't actually my spare. My spare was on the front left corner, and that was a flat tire that was up there. So I really, dog. Yeah. So anyway, today I fixed it. It had a hole in it from driving around on all of this fun stuff here. Fixed that one, plugged it, and aired it back up. The one that was on the roof is now back on the front left where it belongs. I filled it full of slime tire sealant. Hopefully that takes care of it. It was a slow leak, and I could not find a hole anywhere. It was probably leaking around the bead or the valve or something. I don't know. So anyway, it gets better though. I don't know if you can hear it right now or not, but also when I got back here yesterday, my exhaust fell off. So here's what my truck sounds like now. Which, actually, you know, it isn't that bad. I kind of like it. But it does pour noxious fumes into the cabin. Dog, just chill. So I got to do that today too. I got to cut that off. Here's my muffler. I am betting that I hit that coming in off the road there and ripped it right off, so it looks like. So I had to cut it there. And this was already rusted out back here. And I cut one of the brackets off. That one, I cut that bracket off. So that was my day. Oh, and I'm getting sick. That was the other good thing. When I was at Western Sizzler, some guy walked past me and coughed right on me as I was going into the restaurant. And I said to myself, if I get sick, I'm going to kill you and your dog. Not really, but you know. And I got sick, so awesome. Anyway, as you can see, my wheels match again because the spare is silver, and now it's got P on it. Thanks, dog. What other exciting news? I've got. I can't remember what I've done, what I haven't done. Here's my solar panels. I have 2 now, and they are joined. I built a new thing for them. There's the solar panels, and there's the generator, and there are my 2 little propane tanks. I wish I had big tanks, but you know, they'll grow one day. And there's where my hose goes into the cabin for my heater. There's a junk bike. Imagine that. I brought this mower out from Indiana, and yeah, it doesn't work either. Imagine that. It sat for a year. And during that time, the engage pulley for the deck belt seized up. So I have a water tank that I can't do anything with at the moment because every time I try to take my trailer back out, I get hung up. I get stuck. So, yay, me. So I've been debating on whether I just want to have somebody else do it. Oh, and it's hunting season in case you couldn't hear that gunshot. This tank needs cleaned out, so I got to take it to Atoka, take it to the car wash it out, and then take it back to the Daisy store, and I can fill it there. Then I'll bring it out here and park the trailer right where my little 55 or whatever it is, 65 gallon tank is. There's the outhouse, still there. This is my temporary shed. Since I don't have a shed, I've just got a table out here with the lawnmower underneath it, keeping it from getting too wet. I got an actual trash can now because, well, you can see what the dog's been doing in there. If I get a bag of trash, he shreds it. So now I've got a trash thing. Oh, I should probably plug in my generator in case I need it. I wish there was more exciting stuff to tell people. But my life's really kind of boring except for the whole, almost dying thing. So anyway, back to the hospital. The surgeons came and checked out my hernia, but they wouldn't let me sleep. Nobody ever let me sleep. But I was up for, I think, 27 hours, and I went 25 or 26 hours without anything to drink or eat. Drinking was the main thing. Because, I'm a diabetic, so I'm always thirsty. So I had some pretty good gumminess going on in the mouth there. But finally I managed to get like a half hour of sleep. And when I slept, all my muscles relaxed. And then my hernia started to get a little softer. So that's when the surgeons came in, the hernia surgeons came in to check everything out. And he just pretty much jumped on top of me and shoved it back in. It wasn't pleasant, but it did go in. So then they're like, okay, now it's not an emergency, so now we can't operate on it. I'm like, yay. If it had stayed the way it was, I would have been, high on fentanyl, and they would have sent me to surgery and done something they would have had to. But It didn't work out that way. So I ended up with 2 ambulance rides, 4 days in a hospital, some really good meals, because they have really good food at this hospital up here too. And who knows how many thousands and thousands of dollars for basically some pain drugs, really, and some joyrides. So, but I did learn that the St. John Hospital in Tulsa is awesome. So there is that. I think that is about it in my life. Oh no, it isn't. Sorry. I'm sorry. I have to show you something. The cabin is a mess. I will warn you of that. So let me find the key here. See, told you. Look at that. This is my Wall-O Entertainment. Yeah, isn't that awesome? I got, you can tell it's in float mode because it comes through my stereo right now, because the stereo is powered off of that. Once I get it actually wired in, it won't do that. So let's get things plugged in here. Get the inverter on. Okay, I was charging my batteries earlier. Get some remotes going here. Okay. Like I said, it is a mess in here. I do have most of a wall back there, and I do have a wall here. I got some food there. I'm not showing you down below because it is a complete and total mess. Okay. Just a warning, I was watching Buffy, so that's what's going to be in here. Anyway, so there's my entertainment center. Obviously a car stereo. A very cheap car stereo. Does Bluetooth, so I can use my phone with the stereo, and it's got obviously an auxiliary port and a USB port. And some Pyle speakers I already had laying around. I was going to put those in my shop van that got repoed. Gotta have an angel, a weeping angel from Doctor Who. And I got my, the light there. There we go. I got my action camera that I've actually never used because, well, I'm not much for action. There's the new heater. It's very bright in here right now, although you can't tell because it looks dark to you. That is about it. I still got a lot of work to do in here, and I got to schedule an open heart surgery, and I got to get that wall back there finished. It only has to go down a little bit, and then I will build some shelves. That's all going to be shelves, that whole wall. As you can see, the ladybugs are now the Asian beetles are infesting the house, the cabin, like they always do every year. And so get that done, get everything stained, and it'll be good for this year. Then I just have to pick something to do next year. So that is it. That is my update, and I'm hoping it didn't go too long. 15 minutes, that's pretty long. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Just know that I am still alive. Some people may not be happy about that, but oh well. And I'm still out here in Oklahoma for now, and hopefully I'll get to have some fun at some point instead of hanging out in the hospital and mowing and such. Oh yeah, quick mention, my neighbor, one of my neighbors came with his bush hog, and you can kind of see there he did a loop back to the woods for me, and he mowed all of this with the bush hog, and then I hit it with the push mower. Except for that, I haven't hit that yet. But yeah, so that was nice. Got rid of some of the thorny crap around here. Anywho, that's it. I will talk to y'all later. See ya.